1. Disrespect. The silent killer of self-worth. Disrespect is the first and most dangerous behavior you should never tolerate from anyone. It comes in many forms: words that belittle you, actions that ignore your boundaries, or attitudes that make you feel small. When someone consistently disrespects you, what they're really telling you is that they don't value your humanity. And if you continue to accept that, you silently agree that you don't value yourself either. Disrespect erodes your confidence like rust on steel. It doesn't happen overnight, it creeps in slowly. It might start with a sarcastic remark, a dismissive gesture, or a backhanded compliment, but over time, it teaches people how to treat you. The truth is, people treat you based on what you allow. Every time you ignore disrespect, you give permission for it to continue. Setting boundaries is not arrogance, it's self-respect. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. If someone mocks your dreams, ignores your voice, or disrespects your time, that's not love, that's control. You must have the courage to walk away from people who minimize your worth. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned through consistency, empathy, and integrity. And if someone refuses to show you that, no amount of reasoning or patience will fix it. You deserve peace, not constant proof that you're worthy of basic decency. So the next time someone disrespects you, don't argue to be understood, stand firm to be respected. You can't change people, but you can choose what you allow. Remember, self-respect is the foundation of a strong life. Without it, everything else crumbles. 2. Manipulation. When kindness becomes a weapon. Manipulation is one of the most toxic behaviors you can ever face because it hides behind fake kindness. Manipulators don't always yell or control openly. They twist emotions, guilt, and confusion until you question your own reality. They make you feel responsible for their happiness and ashamed for setting boundaries. It starts subtly. Someone praises you when you do what they want and withdraws affection when you don't. They use guilt to control your choices, making you believe that saying no makes you selfish. This is emotional blackmail. And when you start doubting yourself, they win. Manipulators thrive on your empathy. They know you care, so they use it against you, but love should never require losing yourself. If you constantly feel drained, anxious, or guilty after every conversation, you're not in a relationship, you're in a psychological battle. True connection is built on honesty, not control. When someone manipulates you, they're saying, "My needs matter more than your freedom." The moment you recognize this, reclaim your power. Start saying no, without explanation. Stand by your boundaries without guilt. You are not responsible for fixing other people's insecurities or emotions. You are responsible for protecting your peace. The more you give in to manipulation, the more you lose your sense of self. It's not selfish to walk away, it's survival. Don't let anyone twist your goodness into weakness. Genuine people don't need to manipulate. They communicate. Remember, your peace of mind is the ultimate form of self-defense. Choose clarity over confusion, honesty over guilt, and peace over manipulation. 3. Constant criticism. The poison that kills growth. Constructive feedback helps you grow, but constant criticism destroys your spirit. There's a big difference between someone who helps you improve and someone who makes you feel like you're never enough. People who constantly criticize don't want to help you, they want to control you. They nitpick every choice you make, turn your flaws into entertainment, and disguise insults as advice. Over time, you start believing their voice more than your own. You second-guess your decisions and shrink yourself to avoid judgment. This is how criticism becomes emotional abuse. Critics feed off your insecurity, because as long as you doubt yourself, you stay small, and small people are easier to control. But you must remember, nobody who truly loves you will destroy your confidence to feel powerful. True strength uplifts, not humiliates. You deserve people who see your potential, not just your mistakes. Surround yourself with those who correct you with compassion, not cruelty. If every interaction leaves you feeling drained, worthless, or tense, that's not feedback, that's psychological harm. When you stop tolerating constant criticism, you begin to rebuild your confidence. You learn that self-acceptance is stronger than approval, and you realize that your worth doesn't depend on someone else's opinion. Be open to growth, but never to disrespect disguised as help. Protect your mental space. Speak kindly to yourself, even when others don't. Remember, criticism is noise, but self-belief is music. Choose what you listen to. 4. Betrayal. When trust becomes a weapon, trust is sacred. It's the invisible bridge between hearts. Fragile yet powerful. Betrayal shatters that bridge. It's one of the deepest wounds you can experience, not because of what was done, but because of who did it. When someone betrays your trust, they don't just break your heart, they break your perception of safety. You question your own judgment. How did I not see this coming? But betrayal says more about their character than your awareness. The painful truth is not everyone who smiles with you stands with you. Some people stay close, only to gain access to your peace, your kindness, your secrets, and once they get what they want, they leave you questioning your worth. But betrayal, as painful as it is also a teacher. It teaches you who deserves access to your soul. It teaches you that trust is a privilege, not a gift, and it reminds you that loyalty cannot be bought with attention or charm. Never tolerate repeated betrayal. Forgiving once may be noble, but accepting it again becomes self-destruction. You can love someone deeply and still choose yourself. Healing doesn't mean allowing them back in, it means letting go of the pain, while holding on to the lesson. The next time someone betrays you, remember their actions reflect their values, not your worth. Protect your heart, but don't harden it. Learn, rise, and trust again, but wisely. Betrayal may break you for a moment, but self-respect will rebuild you stronger than ever. 5. Neglect. The slow death of connection. Neglect is not always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet absence that hurts the most. When someone constantly ignores your needs, your efforts, or your presence, they're telling you that you don't matter. Over time, this indifference eats away at your confidence and joy. Neglect isn't just forgetting your birthday or missing a call, it's when your voice no longer matters to them. It's when you're there for them, but they're never there for you. It's when your emotional needs are treated as an inconvenience. The truth is, love without effort is emptiness. Relationships thrive on reciprocity, both giving and receiving. If someone consistently takes your energy but offers nothing in return, that's not love, that's exploitation. You cannot keep pouring into someone who refuses to refill you. You cannot keep waiting for attention from someone who's already left emotionally. You deserve consistency, not convenience. Stop excusing neglect, as they're just busy. People make time for what they value. Don't beg for attention, demand respect through distance. The right people will never make you chase what should be freely given. Neglect kills connection, but awareness revives self-love. Once you stop tolerating emotional absence, you start attracting genuine presence. Your peace begins where your tolerance ends. So choose yourself, not out of arrogance, but out of dignity. The greatest love you'll ever receive is the one you give to yourself, by refusing to accept less than you deserve.